जब तक मेरी क्लास है उसके बाद नहीं। जब एक So we are going to learn these instructions one by one. So be very carefully. Each instruction is a different to another one. So how to use it, we have to understand that where and how we can use it. So first of all, from. Okay, from means it represents base images to create a Docker file. Okay, base images means what? I already explained that a few minutes ago. These are that whatever it is present, what is it is created by company itself, right? It is a base images like hub dot docker dot com. These are that already uh, present, right? Some images are there, and some images it is already created by whom? It is created by company itself. Like suppose I am taking here official, it is written, right? These are the base images. Official means company itself provided. Python, Postgres, HTTPD, and these are that what? These are that uh, company provided images. So it means that it is the base images. Okay. So if suppose I'm taking a Java, so how to write this syntax? So from Java suppose if you are not to provided this one, okay, if you are not provided this one, directly it will understand that you want the Java latest images, whatever it contains, means whatever Docker Hub contains, right? But here what happen if you are going to that specific version? Okay, so you have to be write a colon and this specific version you have to write. So what happened? It will not going to the latest or older any version. It will download. It will download and it will take it from the Java 1.8 only. So from how from will work from with the because we have it looks it is only from means it will fetch the data from the Docker Hub and it will fetch. And now what happens, it is easier to modify. Suppose you instruct into the Docker file, right? With this keyword it will fetch and it will pull your Java 1.8, and then what happened, it is waiting for the other instruction to perform on top of it. So first of all, how from work we have to understand. So only for from it will work as a pull request, pull kind of thing. Okay, Docker pull. So from Java 1.8 means Java 1.8 need to pull from Docker Hub. Okay, similar way from Python 1.2, from MySQL 8.5, from Tomcat 9.5. So what happened? From means these are that uh, that software need to pull that images need to be pulled from where? From a Docker itself. Okay, Docker Hub. So second option is that suppose you are creating your Docker file, right? So suppose if you are not providing your name, so little bit difficult to understand that who's going to create this Docker file. Even though suppose you have created a wrong Docker file and some modification it is needed, and higher organization person like me, higher management to whom it is going to approach, right? If you are providing any name or something inside that, then it is easier to understand that. But if you are not providing anything, so happen. So it is very difficult. Suppose 10,000 team member are there and somebody is created a Docker file. So 10 people will not go and send a mail for the 10,000 people, right? It is very difficult. So this keyword, it is very helpful to mention the name. So it is used to specify Docker file author information. So means who's going to create this Docker file. So if you want to syntax, if you want to see the syntax, maintainer, after maintainer, only you have to write the name. It is also fine. Even if you want to write your only email ID, it is also fine. If it is, if you are needed a name and email ID, it is also fine. Means whatever name you are providing, it will show when you are executing the Docker file. One there also, even though when you are able to open that open that, right, your Docker file, then you can easily identify with the organization email ID, right? So it is very easy to understand that who's created this one. So this from means it will pull that images. Maintainer means you have to write your own name. Who's going to create this Docker file? Write your own name. Okay. Third keyword, it is a copy. Copy. Here, see, copy is third option, third instruction here. It is a copy. So it is used to copy file from source to destination while creating a Docker file. Okay. Suppose you want to copy something like some configuration file from some places to another place. So you have to use this command. Okay. Like here, the syntax is copy, similar one, which is in Linux, right? Similar one. Copy is there, CP command is there here, full keyword copy, and source and destination means whatever, which path, from which path you have to copy and what, and where you have to copy and which path, or which one you have to copy. You have to define the path only. Okay, here, and here you have to define that what and path, everything. So it will copy from source to destination. See here, copy target. It is a folder under target. Some var are there, and some where you have to copy. You have to copy from here. App, Tomcat, web apps, and this jar one. Like suppose you have to copy from here, right? You have to copy directly. You have to also mention the name here. Okay, it will copy from target folder to slash app slash tomcat slash web apps. So it will work like that. It is a very simple. We have seen into the Linux as well, right? Multiple time we have done this. So I believe everybody is aware that it is very simple command: copy path, source path, and so destination path. That's it. And it is a one alternative of this copy. We have another one instruction with advanced feature. Okay, it is similar as a copy, but is some advanced feature we have available. It is called add. Add. It is used to copy the file. Copy the file, similar syntax, source and destination. It is used to the copy file from source to destination while creating a Docker image. Okay. So while creating, we have another option for the copy, and that it is add source and destinations, source path and destination path here. So add, where it will use with an advanced feature. Suppose you want to download from the internet also, right? Here HTTP URL it is written, right? Means suppose if you want to download online from any places, right? Add will provide that add will provide that advantage. You will download anything from the internet, and you will keep it in your place, in your destination place. Like suppose add URL. URL means some git URL, it is there. It will download the code into this place. Okay. And suppose you have a war file online, it is available. So what happened? Add this URL and your location. You have to be provide that path. Okay. So add has a capability to download anything from the internet, but copy doesn't have a capacity to download online on the website to your destination. Okay, so even though add will also work for the same as copy. So source and destination, if you want to copy from one place to another place, it is also performed. And some advanced features, so it is there, means if you want to download from the internet itself, add has a capacity to download that. Understand that, this functionality. So second question will all every interview, uh, you will get this question. So what is the difference between copy and add command? So you have to say that it can copy from one path to another path with within the same machine. Okay, and add can copy from one path to another path, and it supports URL also as source. URL means online. Anything if you want download from the online, it can support. It can support. Make sense?
Yes.
Mute. So third one. Suppose if you understand that, right? One thing into that in Linux, like how to install the packages, right? How to uninstall the any package into the Linux. So it is a very helpful package command, right? Yum and RPM are there for the CentOS and Red Hat. And Ubuntu, it is a apt get command. Okay, apt get install your software name. So even though apt get uninstall your software name. So likewise, you have a different Linux are there, different package manager are there. But you here how to that use these kind of packages or these kind of instruction to run. So in Docker file, we have a one keyword. It is called that run instructions will execute while creating a Docker file. If you don't have a run option, right, you can't execute any kind of command. Suppose if you want to execute, if you want to install the git command, right? So your command is that what? Yum install git. And without this run command, right, it will not execute. No, in normal Linux system, if you will fire this command, it will execute. But you are creating a Docker file, and Docker file, it is a set of instructions. If you are not providing these instructions, it will not execute a single command here, right? If you want to execute anything, not even the package manager, even though any git command, any other command, even though cd also, normal command, pwd also, anything, if you want to execute that any command into the Docker file, you have to write this keyword run, otherwise it will not run. Okay, even though in simple Linux command, even though you are not able to run into the Docker file, so you before that you have to provide this command run. So run yum install git. So then it will execute that yum install maven. So then it is going to install maven. If you will remove this run, so it is not going to run this command. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so even though if you want to switch from one repo to one directory to another directory, you have to be provide that this option run. Otherwise, it will not run. Understand that it is a very important command. Why? Because for depend how to install the dependency into the Docker file with this one. Suppose Java, if you are executing, creating a Java code, right? Source code will come into here, and what happen? You needed to install dependency. So dependency, how you are going to install that? You have to install here with suppose it is a CentOS and Red Hat. So yum install JDK, and it is not going to install normally. If you are putting a run keyword here, right, then it is going to start install that. Okay, Otherwise, it's not going to install. So it is a very, very important command. And note one thing here, we can write multiple run instructions. Docker engine will process from top to the bottom. Suppose you have created these many run command, right? So it will execute. You can write multiple run command. It doesn't make any harm. And but how to install? Suppose this is the first run, right? So it will execute the first run, second run, third one. It is not going to directly from the last one. So sequence wise, it will execute that. Run install yum install get, then yum install maven. Then after that, sequence wise execution is happening in the Docker. Okay.